Hey guys, welcome back. This week I have something extremely exciting planned. It is my kitchen backsplash that I am finally at last going to be tackling and hopefully finishing, because this is something I've had an idea for ages, literally almost a year, but I just couldn't figure out how to bring it to life until now. I have the idea, I have my process, and I think it's going to work. Now a little bit about my kitchen specifically, it doesn't come with a backsplash, there's no existing one, and that means it's a little bit more complicated in terms of adding a renter-friendly option, because if I were to use a peel and stick tile, which is what I've used in the past, that would just rip up the drywall and rip the paint when I go to remove it, so that is not an option for me. And then there's the option of removable wallpaper, which I think might be a decent option, but that doesn't look very realistic. And then there's my idea, which in my opinion is 50 times better than both of those options. And if it works, it's going to look so good and so legit. So we will just have to find out. Without further ado, I'm going to start. And I will just say that this overall method was inspired by something that I saw a blog post on, which I will link down below if I can still find it. But it is my idea to make it renter friendly. It is my idea to use it as a backsplash, and hopefully it works. So let's get started. This is going to be my DIY faux stone, but realistic stone looking backsplash. So here's the little plan that I have for you. I have these. They're ever so slightly 3D. They're actually plastic on the back. And then, oh my God, this is heavy. Drywall compound. And what we're essentially going to do, put some of the drywall compound in all of these little spaces. And we're also gonna blend it out ever so slightly on the actual surface of the rock. This is supposed to be like an over-grouted look. But what I learned the last time when I did a little test is that if you put too much on the surface of the rock, it'll look right when it's wet. And then when it dries, it looks extremely grouted. So I'm gonna err on the side of like not putting too much, and then I can always touch it up later. Shall we? Yes, we shall. Oh, also, I have this thing. I'm gonna wear gloves and gloves. Boom, 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 boom. Also today, wore a white dress. You wanna know why? I'm grouting with white grout in case it gets dirty. Haha, joke's on the mess because it's gonna blend. Also have a mask because safety first. Okay, so, can you see me? Okay, good. This process is actually taking long. It has probably been 7 minutes and I've done one panel, and that's way too long. I remember in this blog post that I saw ages ago that they did use a Ziploc bag, I think, or it was like a piping bag. Same. I will say, this is what it's looking like for the first one, and I think it looks so realistic. Legit. Looks so real. But we are going to attempt to add some drywall compound into the bag. I just cut a little hole right here at an angle. I just have to reach past the summit of the line to reach higher love. Okay, so currently this does not look very good, but let's try and blend it in. I think that works great. I'm going to use it again. I filled up more. Now when you are gone, I can see all things so clear. Excuse my face, I just took the mask off so you could hear me a little bit better. I'm breathing in a slight amount of fumes. Or I can just do this every 2 seconds. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the difference between what it looks like when it's first done versus when it's drying, because it actually changes a lot in looks, and that means that you have to do a couple extra steps to make it look proper, and it also means that when you first do it, you can't really trust what you've done. So, learning moment. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the one I've just completed, and pretty much all of them looked exactly like this when they were first done. So like, looks super neat, super proper, and there's a correct amount of grout to rock, and it looks super real. But once it starts to dry a little bit, this is the second one that I did, you can see that it's a lot more patchy and just doesn't look as smooth, doesn't look as good. It still looks real, it just doesn't look as good. Okay, so basically to bring this back to looking good, like I've just done on this one tile, what you're gonna do is take a microfiber cloth that is wet, it's damp, and you're just gonna go over the stone portion of it.
I am tired, and this is gonna take me forever. I have 4 done. 4. I have so many left to do.
I don't even care if we come back again. And as long as the stars are shining above us, I just wanna be where you are. I don't wanna close my eyes, then I might miss a moment of you. And as long as the sun shines upon us, and I just wanna be where you are. 'Cause with you, I feel no fear. And when you hold me, all my wounds are healed. When I'm with you,
Hold on. I'm done all of these. Look at them all. Well, the first step. I'm not actually done, but I'm done the first step of putting the spackle. Thank God that took ages. Meanwhile, let me show you something pretty.
It's so pretty inside. Mismatch right now, not done. This is where we're currently at, guys. All dried, and what a mess. Hello. Okay, so we have all the joint compound on there. They're all dry, and I think the next thing I'm gonna do is take a piece over to the kitchen area and then decide how I want to proceed, I guess. Some struggles. Okay, so in this vicinity, I have brought one random tile. This is actually my worst tile, in case you're wondering, because there should be more grout. I'll fix that later. I just can't be bothered right now. I've got my little measuring tape here, you know, and I'm just gonna measure what the height is right here so that I know how to cut the majority of them. So it is exactly 15 inches in this lower area, excluding this box here. And then later I will also measure up there, but let's just start with the middle piece because I feel like it should be a fun one to start with, aka hopefully the easiest. I did realize I had a concern about how I would finish the end edge over on this side. I didn't think about what the actual answer is. So we will just also wing that and see what I land on, you know? You feel me? I have a feeling that it might be good if it works. Okay. 15 inches, is that what I said? Let's go measure. I'm gonna measure out 15 inches and mark that off if I can find a pencil. Okay. Now I'm gonna take this board piece, line it up to where I put the 15-inch mark. And I am kind of doing some rough estimation here because it's kind of janky with the style of this board because they're all jagged edges, so it's hard to tell exactly like where is 15 inches. Voila, we have our top piece and our bottom piece. So just to do a little test before I proceed with doing a bunch of cuts, this piece is gonna go with the straight edge on the bottom. see how this edge is like, there's bits missing? We will trim off a little bit. I'm gonna have a stone backsplash, y'all. Hello, it is now a new day. Actually, a couple days had passed because I ran into an issue, and I will show you what that issue is, but I think I've come up with a solution. Let me just show you. So I did cut to size 2 of these sheets. I tried to fit them, they wouldn't fit. So I was like, okay, maybe they just need to be the exact same because I separately measured them and cut them. So I overlapped them and cut them again. And then I placed it again and they still didn't connect properly. And I realized it's because these ends are jagged. So like the 15-inch section needs to be measured the exact same at the right angle as well. So it's so easy because of this jagged edge to have it not be the right angle. So basically I can put one up and I can put the next one up and they just don't align because they're not at the same angle. They aren't lined up at all. So it should actually fit like this, but instead it's fitting like this. So off we go then back to the workshop area to attempt this again, hopefully with more success. Okay, so along that back wall, there's going to be 4 pieces of brick, actually 3 in a little bit, but we need to use 4. So what we're gonna do is we're going to interlock 4 brick pieces, like panels, and put them all along one wall. And then we're going to measure out 15 on either side and mark a line across all 4 panels at the same time. And that should give us a really good guide, I think. Cross your fingers for us.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
This is why I was having issues. As you can see, this side touches, like these 2 points, but on this side it doesn't actually touch. Or maybe here you can get a better idea. The 2 points that touch, and then on this side it doesn't touch. 2 points that touch, then it doesn't touch. And it was literally impossible for me to find that out without lining it up like this.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do.
They all fit. I mean, we didn't check this one, but like I'm 99% sure it will fit. And this looks sick, especially when we like spackle in the seams.
Yep.
As you can see, the seams directly overlap, which is exactly what we need. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to attach the first 4 panels. Surprise, surprise, I'm going to be using command strips to attach these panels. Do I know how well the command strips are going to stick to the back of this? No, I have no idea.
Well, you know what they say. There are no kingdoms without rulers. Are you ready for change? We could be kings and queens every day. On the low, we are brave. Yes, even braver than the bravest. So let's go, start the race. We should be kings.
We're going to attach the first panel. Husband.
Need help?
Yeah, you want to press these in? Press them in for a minute or so that they really stay in there, and then you can actually feel where the different pieces are. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Honestly, so far, at first glance, this is totally staying in place really well. The command strips should probably hold. I mean, they are meant to hold so much more weight, like 16 pounds, and this is, I don't even know, not even a quarter of a pound maybe. So, should be good. And then the next one is gonna be over the outlet, right?
Build castles now. Well, you know what they say. There are no kingdoms without rulers.
Good morning. It is now a new day once again. Oh my goodness, this project is dragging so hard. I can't believe it literally took 2 hours for us to put just those 4 panels, which is longer than I always anticipate. So like insane. Little fly flying around my face. I just wanted to call something out here, and that is that I had a meeting with my YouTube partner manager, and she really emphasized how important indicators are in YouTube. So basically like liking my video and commenting, in the very least liking, you know, it's anonymous. I don't ask for you guys to like and comment. I stopped doing that probably a year ago. I think that's probably hurt my performance. So I am here to say, if you like this video and if you like me, it would mean so much to me if you do go ahead and hit the like button, leave a comment about something that you're thinking about, how your day's going, anything. That would mean a lot to me. That would also help my videos go out more. So yeah, I just wanted to leave that as a little request. I love you guys, and it would just mean a lot to me. Okay, so we are going to carry on with the rest of the backsplash today. I am dreading it slightly because I feel like it's gonna take me a long time, but I'm gonna get to it because it's gonna be worth it when it's done.
There are no kingdoms without rulers. Are you ready for change? We could be kings and queens every day. All alone, we are brave. Yes, even braver than the bravest. So let's go. Start the race.
I had to put a sweater on because I'm freezing currently. I don't know, we had our windows open overnight and like it got really cold. So yeah, about to put the next ones on here. I'm gonna start, I think, with 1, 2, 3, 4. Continuing on with some of the command strips, my favorite things to use. I will let you guys know because I get comments all the time saying Command should sponsor you. I agree. Because at this point I have spent a small fortune on Command, and I've done so many projects with their products. So we'll see. I don't know, maybe someday in the future, a year from now, 5 years from now, something, they'll come knock in. But yeah, I love their products.
Follow me out, down to the bay. Forget all the worries. When you're with me, let every wave gently kiss away.
I found a little hack for doing the outlet. I took a piece of paper towel and I traced the outline of the neighboring piece of panel, as well as the spot where the outlet goes. I'm lining it up, and then I'm going to trace it onto this panel and cut it out, and that is how I'm gonna do the outlets, which in my opinion, genius idea. I did a little slice in that section here with the X-Acto knife, and the rest I think I'm gonna just try and cut with scissors. Okay, it is officially light and the lighting is horrible. However, you see these little bits in here that like need to be filled in? We are cutting this tiniest sliver of the bottom cutoffs, like so. Put some sticky tabs on the back and we're going to just attach it right there. That is our solution. My husband is currently cutting them all. I can do it, but I think I'm slow. And just like that, the top is filled in. And then I will of course go over all of the seams with something tomorrow, not tonight because it's already late, but I think that will make everything just blend super seamlessly. So yeah, it looks like this is working out. If you do plan to do this yourself and you have any issues with the panels falling for any reason with the heat, I don't know, those are the considerations that I had. I figure you could probably just tack it with a nail and then cover the nail hole with more joint compound, and then when you move out it's just like a tiny nail to fill in, which is like nothing. If I have any problems in the future I will let you know, but my solution to having any of those issues would just be to put a little nail in. I wouldn't even think anything of it. So where should I put this guy? Maybe over here. Hello, good morning. Another day of working on this DIY backsplash situation that I have going on. So a few things that I want to do today. One, finish the backsplash, obviously, and there's like one final massive step that needs to happen for that. You guys who watch Homemade Happy are getting a solid behind the scenes of everything that's happening, but I've been pretty intentional in not sharing exactly all the reasonings for why I pick different things, and that's because I really want to be able to share that in the full room makeover. And also it means a lot to me if you do support that video when it does come out, and every video that I have, because obviously that is the success of my channel, and those are the videos that have historically really performed the best and enabled me to continue doing this as a job. So just a little reminder there as well. But I think we can move along to doing the next step. Oh, one more thing I do want to mention. I did give a little sneak peek, tiny sneak peek, to the people who follow me on Instagram as a little story. I don't usually ask, but if you guys are interested, I do have Instagram. I'm at DIY Dalia with an underscore at the end. Follow me over there. I give tons of behind the scenes actually. Just this one though, this is like, I gave like a, like you would have seen part of it if you follow me over there. But yeah, okay, so on with it, shall we? Okay, so we're back in the kitchen and I want to tell you what we're doing. Two things technically. We're going to be taking the joint compound. This is actually really heavy. We're going to add in joint compound into all the matching seams, and this is just gonna make the most cohesive look ever. Right now you can kind of see where the joints are, like right in here, and all along the top, a little less so, but definitely in the vertical seams. And then the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to add a little bit of joint compound to some of the stones to kind of change the shape, and the purpose of that is to make sure that it doesn't look like too much of a repeating pattern. So I might just like, you know, cover this little section with joint compound, and then maybe I'll cover this little section with joint compound, and I'll just randomly do that to a couple stones here and there, and that will just make it so that it doesn't look like it's fake and it looks super real and awesome. But like honestly, it's already looking really good. And I do want to mention I planned to do all up there, but yeah, ran out of the panels, so can't do that, but that's okay. That's probably good. You know why? I'm going to Italy in 2 weeks and I have a million things left to do, so hopefully this will get done quick. This one, I'm just changing the shape of it a bit. I'm just rounding off the edge. Okay, so the backsplash is finally done and I am so excited to show you. I'm also so excited for it because I'm looking right at it and it's just like exactly what I envisioned, 10 out of 10. So I'm very excited. Let's take a look and you will have to see for yourself. So if you guys are ready, I am ready to show you. This is my backsplash, you guys. This is probably one of the best DIYs I have ever done in my entire life. This turned out even better than I could have imagined. It looks 100% like real stone, like real rock. It is even better, honestly, than what I was picturing in my mind. Renter friendly, like hello, look at how much character this adds. I am obsessed. I cannot wait for the full kitchen makeover video. I don't know when I'll get to that because I still have some more projects to do. But the full kitchen makeover video will include doing the above section, above the cabinets. And also, I will be explaining what I was actually going for style-wise and how I came up with this as something that kind of combines with the rest of my apartment and of my home and of the style overall. You know, I don't want to ever fit into one specific style. I don't want to just be boho, modern. I don't. I just want to be something that is uniquely me and individual pieces that I love. And if I'm being honest, I have loved the look of this type of stone for years. So I just think it had so much character and I'm obsessed with this. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. And I hope that you are too. But even if you aren't, I am, and that's mostly what matters. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to leave a nice comment. You know, even tell me how your day's going or write something about the video. I love you guys so much and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Yo, it looks so good.
Doesn't look legit.
Yo, it looks legit. What have you been doing?
I just
I don't
filled
see
in.
any of the seam lines.
Yeah, I filled in all the seams.
I can't see a single one of the seam lines. It looks like
Like real.
you're so talented.
Thank you so
You're
much.
so special.
Thank you so
Should I
much.
open the balcony?
Yeah, it's really warm in here. I think I'm done.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Babe, it looks so good.
Thank you.
Well, let's eat a cake after.
In celebration.
It looks so good.
It actually looks legit.
Was that recording?
Yeah.
Babe!
What? What?